Hey guys, good evening. Just want to knock out a video here. Had some things to do after the close today, so I'm just getting a little around to a little late, little later video today. Um, so obviously we've already opened here today. The big thing was what? We came down into this daily fair value gap finally, and you see we got a nice bounce almost from the CE of it. CE was a little bit lower. Something else I could see us coming down if we do get if we are a little bearish tomorrow. I could see us come down maybe tap 50% here on the daily down to that 358 level. It's something to pay attention to, but you have to see where we bounce from today too, right? We bounce from if we get off the daily chart here and we go down to if we go down to our 4-hour chart, remember I was pointing this out in the morning video. You see we hit, we hit 50% today on the 4-hour. Look how the body's respected that 50%, right? And what happened? We ended up uh, we ended up putting in a 4-hour order block here off of off that 50% right here when this candle closed over, and then look in the afternoon we came down. We got kind of bearish. Everyone thought we were gonna just be dumping. Turns out we're just coming down to rebalance this 4-hour order block off 50%, and now we'll see if we can put in a prop block. If we put in a prop block here and we close over this down candle up here at 572.25, I think we are really bullish, and I think our next target will be these relative equal highs here on NQ up there at that 625 level, which also coincides with a daily high from last Friday. And what do we know about daily highs? We know they are strong liquidity targets. So with that said, like I said, I need to see this candle close over to be confident in that. We did inverse this 4-hour here. We inversed it barely. You have to really zoom in to see it, so it's not very convincing, but we did inverse it. Got the retest of it, came down into the 4-hour order block, and now you see we're still holding this 4-hour inverse here. So that's the 4-hour chart as well. So I'll show you what these lines here mean in a second too. So what I'm going to be watching going into today, or I mean, guess tonight and into tomorrow morning. Um, Obviously, this was the down candle from this afternoon, on the hourly. So you want to see obviously bearish fair value gap. I want to see this inversed. If we inverse this, then I think first target is going to be this high, and then up here at 571. 571 takes us up and then can possibly take us up to that 625 level, as well as if we go onto our 5-minute chart, look at all the liquidity that was built up in here. Look, we have we have equal highs here, right? We have equal highs at 572. We have equal highs right here. We have quad equal highs on a 5-minute here, and then since this would be the high that none of these failure swings took, I would also be looking for this high to be swept there up here at 576. So a lot of liquidity being that's set up here. Imagine the stops that are sitting up here. The market's going to want to attack that, I think. So up there at that 577 level is going to be would be like a major target. If we push through there, then Friday's high, I think, is in the cards. But first things first, we have to inverse this hourly back up to kind of make sure that we are not in like a bigger sell model down to down here, because you see we're still rejecting this 4-hour order block here. You see that's where we rejected today. So to get bullish, we need to get past this by closing a 4-hour candle over this 1400 4-hour candle today. So that's what I'm watching. Got to get through there. Other than that, 15 really isn't showing much right now here in Asia. You see, we got a 50-minute FVG off the lows after hours, came back down. We tested it here in Asia, and now we're moving back up here. So what did today like show? So pretend all this ain't here. This was today's move, right? We were pretty bearish coming into the morning. London. Let's see what Asia did. So Asia, if we go down to the 15-minute chart, uh, Asia was here. London took out the lows, never came back for it, and then why? Because it was just a stronger trend down to take that 4-hour 50%, right? And then kind of setting up what kind of looks like a buy model, right? Up to here, at least on the 15-minute chart, was at least up to London highs. So you see, we get at least a push up to a London high, just like Friday. Friday we came up and and look what happened Friday. Kind of like the same thing, right? We come up, we take London highs, and then we pull back. Kind of the same thing here. We take London highs, and then we get a pullback, but we still leave all them equal highs up there at that 577 level that I just showed you guys. So let's turn that off. So what happened today? So today, obviously 50%, right? We get a 50% pullback. We wick down into this 4 hour. We keep pushing higher. We take out London highs up here, and then what? We take London highs. We get a pullback. Why? Because well, we end up, we we come back here. We rebalance this, but look where we bounced here. I already showed you guys today some of the 50% we had, but look here. So there's no 50% there, but what I'm trying to get to is was the 50% up from this level and from here. So this is one more thing that I'm watching going into the night as well. Something that I found very interesting. So if we draw the fib on this entire range, you guys can probably see it already. Look where we kind of rejected today. At right, those London highs lined up perfectly with like 50% of this entire swing, and it looks better if you draw it this way. So you see, you have your whole downswing here. We reject right at 50%. So that's why I'm saying like if we can close back over this 4 hour, that then we're showing some disrespect for 50%, and then we're putting in a 4 hour prop block. Makes us very very bullish. I'm not gonna be bullish until we inverse that hourly and get back above that 4 hour. That's all I'm really paying attention to going into tomorrow. You just have to remember, right, that we're still delivering from a daily and a 4 hour and an 8 hour fair value gap that hit 50% down from FOMC. Um, Other than that, I showed you guys some things today already. We had some nice 50 percenters, right? From here, here, boom, or here, boom, right up, right back up to the highs. And then if you go down on the 1 minute, it was very nice too. Then look what happens here after London highs. Uh, let's see here. After London highs, what do you see? Oh, we make 50. This is the signature and price that I always talk about. I want to see like strong up, and then 50% down, or I want to see like down, 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 and then 50% up, and then that 50% will tell us whether price is going to continue. You see, we have uh, 5 minute FEG here. Should have been a 15 as well. Is a 15-minute FEG we tapped into as well, but if, it looks a little bit cleaner here on the 5 minute. But what do you notice already? Oh, we get a good sized dump, and then what? 50%, boom, 5 minute is rebalanced. We don't inverse it. We're showing strong displacement off of it, and then what? We go down. We hit hourly 50%. So as well. I mean, we hit hourly 50%, but it looks like we dumped a little more. I didn't get to watch the end of day here, but this is the 50% I was watching. Remember I showed you guys. Then we inverse this back down. So we need to inverse just the hourly back up. I mean, just watch the hourly in the 4 hour. Just remember we are delivering from a 4 hour, and we have now inversed this, and this 4 hour OB is still in the way here but we still have all these equal highs up here. So just let the evening play out, and that'll show us everything we need to know for tomorrow. Another thing to keep mention notice of is YM and how bearish YM is compared to NQ and ES. It could keep this market pulled down a little bit because like if you look at YM's 4 hour chart and NQ's 4 hour chart, vastly different, right? So not very good correlation there. But let's look at ES quick. Daily FEG still delivering from it. ES I don't think ever did inverse the 4 hour today. It did not. This was the 4 hour that ES is struggling with. ES also hit 50% here on the 4 hour here to here, so it's possible this is you see how the body still respected this just like NQ. So tonight you want to see ES close over. If ES can, you see how ES put in a 4 hour or a 4 hour order block here, and then closed over here, came back down, retested, respected CE of the wick, and then if it can close over this just like NQ, this becomes a 4 hour prop block. And what do you expect with prop blocks? You expect strong expansion on the next candle as soon as this prop block is formed, or your propulsion block. That's what makes your propulsion block in order block that's formed off of a previous order block. So just want to see this 4 hour close. You see we're still respecting, I should say, this 4 hour order block as well. Um, Other than that, yes, not much to it right now. Looks like it's going. It might. I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna say it's going to. This candle hasn't closed yet, but we'll see if we inverse this hourly. But still, the big one to watch is the 4 hour. However, I do like this. This looks pretty clean here for ES to be bullish as well, and then this would obviously be the next hourly FVG to watch. Makes this a good this becomes a good target because it's inside of this fair value gap. So just watch, see if NQ closes over 52.85 here. If it does, then I like 52.89 as well, because that means we're probably gonna keep inversing up through this 4 hours. So that's ES, really simple today. Really simple to watch overnight. Same for NQ. Watch 4 hour in the hourly, and that'll give you a good bias going into tomorrow morning. So with that, hope you guys have a great evening, or are having a great evening, I should say, and we'll see you guys in the morning.